Well, 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 well. Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all folks doing tonight? Make some noise. Come on now. Let's try it one more time. Put some stank on it. How you guys doing tonight? All right. Hey, good evening, folks. My name is Joey Jack. I am a member of the Okanagan Indian Band and the internationally ignored comedian barely standing before you today. Thank you all very much for having me. It is the first Truth and Reconciliation Day in Canada. It's a very special day. We had a wonderful morning today at Kin Beach, Canoe Bay, where we had a presentation of a new sign placement. We had Pauline, was wonderful to come give a blessing, and we had our drummers who will be up here shortly. Just looking for my mom. Can someone see my mom out there? She's a small lady with an orange shirt, small native lady. I asked the lady at the front if she'd seen my mother, and she's like, what'd she look like? Oh, she's small and native. Could you narrow it down? Oh, she's got an orange shirt and short hair. Not enough. She's got a lot of jewelry. June Cole? No. Hello, June. How are you? Very nice to see you. Yeah, people tell me I look like Elvis Presley before he died, which is crazy because he died in the bathroom. So I'm like, get out of here. I come all the way from Kamloops, which is a Shuswap word, which means sometimes our town smells like crap. I don't know if anyone's ever been there before. The pulp mill, not so good. But in Kamloops, we do have a couple, because people tell me I look like Elvis. We have an Elvis impersonator in Kamloops. He just walks around. It's fantastic. It gives you the chance to see the king of rock and roll do things he's never done before, like ride the bus. You'd never see Elvis do that. You'd never see Elvis get stung by bees while collecting pop cans. But in Kamloops, you can. It's great. Tonight we are broadcasting live, so on the cameras. Everyone wave at the cameras behind here with the green lights. Hello, guys. How are you? Let's give the buffering. No, just kidding. We're not buffering right now. But we're going to get started here, folks. Tonight is for us to have a good laugh because that's what we deserve, right? The truth. We know the truth. We're here for the reconciliation, and that's for us to have a good time tonight. So let's get started. First, we're going to welcome up Pauline and Bill. Pauline first. Come on up, Pauline, to give us our welcoming prayer. Pauline is an OKIB elder. You want to come up here with me? And we're going to invite the Birch Creek drummers up to start tonight's performance. All right, come on up, Pauline. We have a microphone here for you.
X achel oise achel chala xin be il achel. Hier chala is ja pala. Hier kelsen reimin kelsen kluchtan kelsen kapelks. Hier ko qiyam sabi. Hier tala mat ja kemat lot. Og det gikk kabelen til meg så jeg sitter kan jutter chemik sweet sen klippt man til meg jeg jo dikstet godt lyst mala godt stem sin nigeli det så japig det godt sin qeluchtnem og slut at my stem ik is ik mama godt inem Ik heb een kabel te meest groeit. Nam vloed aan goed aan kuskalt met hem. Ik ga uit je mee steen. Of heb nog iets het knagelig, ik sluit het meiselijk, zijn beelzagelig, ik een judagelig, ik salal. Ik heb een akikhaliko ulus. qulunchuten agaisan qsilu adapna ko chiap ko genwihu Tritantiko hikes iets knachelig lutks kasistis til chemichelstem lutks gaan umtelig lutkoks hikuks chemichelstem Why
Thank you, Pauline. I'll get that for you. I'll give you a hand. Okay, we're going to welcome up the Birch Creek Drummers now to perform a song. Thank you, Pauline. She's just going to jump. Just jump. You'll catch her, right? Thank you very much, Pauline. Folks, one of the things Pauline said during her speech was, please remember to turn off your cell phone. I don't know if you knew that, but that is in the Silchin language. Please turn off your cell phone. Thank you. It was the aspirated K. So we'll welcome the Birch Creek dancers now, singers. You going to dance too? No, just the Birch Creek drummers to perform the Okanagan Welcome Song. Ladies and gentlemen, the Birch Creek Drummers. Bill Robbins, thank you very much. Ryan Oliverius, thank you very much. And Pauline, thanks so much. All right, folks, thank you very much. That was fantastic. Good job there, guys. I like those cowboy boots. I've been elected to council this year, so now I got to make the decision. Do I do a ribbon shirt or bolo tie? I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure that one out. But we're going to move on right now to some important thank yous. We want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank our funders today. So we're going to thank the OKIB Education, Language, and Culture Department. The OKB would also like to thank our health department, Progress Construction, the OKIB group of companies. We'd like to thank Tolco and Cornerstone Dental. Also, the Vernon and District Performing Arts Centre would like to thank the Government of Canada through the Department of Canadian Heritage, the Province of British Columbia via the BC Touring Council, and the Regional District of the North Okanagan. And just have a few housekeeping items here first. So if you guys look to your left, well, my left, your right, then look to your left, my right, you will see the exit signs. So in the event of an emergency, the exits are to your left and to your right. And if there is a medical emergency, our folks at the back, our technical crew will be the folks to call 911. So just keep that in mind. Artist merch is for sale before and after the performance. So after the performance, you'll be able to purchase some of the merchandise from our wonderful acts tonight. But you cannot buy it during, unfortunately. Also, public health has asked that people do not visit other tables. So please, during the evening, don't visit other people's tables. Just stay within your bubble, please. The washrooms on the lower level and the accessible washrooms are in the concession they're by the concession in the lobby. Pardon me. And theater staff will be bringing refreshments at the intermission, so you guys can remain in your seats if you like. But it's time to start the show. So let's do that. Our first performer, Corey Derrickson, is a BFA, MFA from UBCO. She's a CILH interdisciplinary artist and a PhD candidate with the University of Gonzaga. She has international credits. She's performed in France, Peru, USA, and Canada. Tonight, she's performing the Nahaitch, the Ogopogo dance, the mystical spirit of the Okanagan Lake that we all know. It scared us growing up. It definitely scared me as a kid, definitely. Still sometimes in the water, you just reach, something touches your leg. No, not, no. Even in like a deep swimming pool, I get scared sometimes. Anyhow, connection, but the dance signifies our connection to the water, because to us, water is life. The music for the first song will be performed by her mother and elder, Delphine Derrickson. It is in traditional style. So please, ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome to the stage Miss Corey Derrickson. ladies and gentlemen, Corey Derrickson. Thank you, Corey. Fantastic work. Folks, that second song was a contemporary, Leo Leola, combining songs from different cultures with main vocals by the Sami people, and reminds us that we are one. Once again, huge round of applause for Corey Derrickson, folks. It's true, we are one. You know, when I worked on cruise ships in the Caribbean, I met people from Puerto Rico. They called themselves Boricua Indians, and they were so proud to be Boricuan. They had this, they say, yo soy Boricua, pa que tú lo sepas, which means I'm a Boricua, just so you know. They were so proud. And all throughout the Caribbean, I met people who were, you know, they were indigenous to their lands. And even up here in North America, it's the same. So we are one. We're going to move on now. Next performer is Madeline Terbasket. Madeline is a two-spirit performer, artist. They do traditional storytelling, filmmaking, and drag. Hey now. Madeline is Silk, Ho-Chunk, and Anishinaabe, sorry. They are bringing traditional stories with physical comedy, queerness, and vulnerability together into one package. Looking forward to this performance. Tonight, Madeline will perform Coyote Story and Queer Animal Story. Please give a huge round of applause. Madeline Terbasket, ladies and gentlemen.
Why? It's so nice to be here with you all. Thank you so much for having me. My first story is called The Lonely Sparrow. Kasapi, a long time ago, there was a sparrow. She was lonely as heck. She talked to Creator. Creator, I'm so lonely. Please send me someone to love. Creator took pity on her and said, if you sing my favorite song every day until the next full moon, I will send you someone to love. So Sparrow sang every day to Creator. Ooh, ah, do, do, do. Ah, ah, ah. Creator loves Sparrow's song. Creator loved it so much that they didn't want it to end. The next full moon came, and Sparrow was excited sexually. Ooh, ah, do, 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 ah, ah, ah. Creator loved it so much that they didn't want it to end. I want to renegotiate our deal. If you keep singing until the next full moon, I will give you another special someone to love. Sparrow thought about it. Having two people to love would be double the love. Sparrow would never be lonely again with two lovers. So Sparrow accepted the deal and kept singing every day for Creator. She even added dance moves. Ooh, ah, do, 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 ah, ah, ah. She was getting kind of tired of singing every day, but kept her eyes on the prize. Two lovers, two people to spend her life with. She had been single for so long. She knew she liked girls, but had never been with one before. She didn't know how to flirt. Ooh, ah, do, 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 ah, ah, ah. The dance was getting real rank. Hola, said Creator. They didn't want to shame her, but it was making them kind of uncomfortable. Thinking about her future lovers helped her get into the song and dance every day. Anyways, The next full moon came. Sparrow was so happy. Two lovers! Two lovers! She sang to Creator, and Creator fulfilled her wish. A gorgeous quail and a cute magpie flew down from the sky. It was as if they were in slow motion. She was so happy. She worked hard for this. But when they landed, she realized they were both men. She was so disappointed. She forgot to tell Creator she wanted women lovers. Oh. She was too shy and uncomfortable and embarrassed to say anything, so she faked happy. Yeah! But Creator saw through it and asked, "What's wrong? You sang and sang, and I brought you what you wanted. You'll never be lonely again." Oh. I want to be with women. Creator felt so bad that they assumed Sparrow's sexual orientation. Sparrow, you have taught me a lesson today. Lim, I will not assume ever again. Creator sent the men away. Shh, shh, shh. And two sexy chickadees showed up. Woo! Creator made right of the situation. And Sparrow lived happily with the chickadees. They communicated, they loved unconditionally, and they lived life to the fullest. Sparrow and the chickadees were happy. She was never lonely again. And to this day, Sparrow sings her song every day to Creator in gratitude. Ooh, ah, do, 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 ah. Thank you. I just wanted to share that with you all because on days like this, I want us to remember that we also lost a lot of two-spirit people to residential schools. And it means a lot for me to share queer stories again because a lot of our stories have been taken from us. So thank you so much. This next one is my favorite story. I was told this story by my mom growing up. We'd pass by on the highway, and I'd tell her, "Please tell me this story again." And she'd tell me the story about this landmark on our territory. There's a streak on the mountain, and I'm about to tell you how it got there. Kasapi, a long time ago, Coyote was just chilling, doing his thing, walking around, sniffing his own butt. Yeah, gross. Better wash that in the river later. Holy. Anyways, one day, he looked up in the sky and saw eagle flying overhead. He was looking all majestic. Coyote was pissed. I want to look that cool. I want to be able to fly. So he did the one thing he could think to do. He created his own freaking wings. So he went around and he gathered some sticks, some leaves, some of Eagle's feathers that were laying on the ground, and he put them all together, made his own stupid wings. They were stupid. They were really bad. So, the next part of his plan was to go to the top of the mountain. Coyote wasn't very fit, so it was a long journey. But he finally made it to the top. He put on his wings and he waited. Finally, Eagle came. He wanted to show off in front of Eagle. So he got ready. And he did it. He jumped. Etc. Oh, he died. He freaking died again. He's always doing this. Kasapi, long time ago, there was no time. Weeks go by. Who knows how long? And his brother Fox comes along, sees this whole mess. Oh, Coyote died again? Jeez, my brother, he's always doing this. So, Fox did what he had to do. He picked up all the pieces of Coyote, picked up his tail, picked up his paws, found his messed up butthole, found his little pee-pee, put them all in a pile. Jumped over 4 times. Knox, Asil, Kathleen, Moose. And he blew life back into Coyote. And Coyote came back to life. So, you remember that streak I talked about earlier? That streak on the mountain. That's Coyote's blood, guts, tears, and a whole lot of poop. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Madeline Tabasket. Huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Madeline. Well done. Well done. You know, that story reminds me of a story that was told to me recently. It's a story of Moth. Moth flew into the chief's tent. And chief's like, Moth, what are you doing here? And Moth is like, where do I start, chief? Every day I get up and I ride my horse out to the field, try and hunt my dinner. Never catch anything. Deer laughs at me as it flies away. I ride home on my horse, get back to my tent. There's my wife. I don't think I love her, chief. We've been together so many winters. I just don't know anymore. And I look over by the fire where our daughter used to sit. And we lost her in the cold as we did many last year. I wish I could join her. Or I look across the dinner table at my son. And I see the same fear, chief, that I see when I look at myself in the water. I don't know if I can do it anymore. I just want to walk outside and just walk into the lake and never look back. I'm not doing good. And the chief is like, whoa, Moth. Why on earth did you come to see me? Like, you need to speak to the medicine man. Why did you come and speak to me? And the Moth says, because your light was on. Just gonna let that one sink in for a bit, because your light was on. All right. Okay. Anyways, okay, folks, up next, Tanya Jo Hall is a comedian from the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe Reservation. She started posting videos on YouTube in about 2010, and her videos became a hit across Indian country and outside of Indian country, because I had white friends sending me these videos. One of my favorites is the powwow warm-up. Have you ever seen that one where she's dancing up on the stairmill? Yeah, on the Stairmaster? Very good. Combined, she has over 500,000 Facebook and TikTok followers who are always waiting for her next Aunt Beatrice video to drop. But you don't have to wait any longer, because she's here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please, huge round of applause for Tanya Jo Hall and Beatrice. Hey, Auntie.
Auntie Beatrice here. How are you doing? Gee, they just sure invited Auntie over here. So what I have to do is sneak over the border. You know how we are. If we don't, there was many warrants for my arrest, probably from back when I was in the American Indian movement. Auntie was an activist. I'm still an activist. Any of my nieces or nephews call me from school, I'm the first one to go there and give them an earful and tell them, who's messing around with my nephew? Like that. And they don't want me to go in there. They try to stop me and they say, Auntie, don't go in there. Don't go into the school. They're scared of you. I said, good. They shouldn't be talking to my nephew and my niece like that. And even my sisters, they don't like it when I show up to the school. They told us that, they kind of, if you didn't know, they have, they have like little security or little something to like protect the school. And you know who they protect them from? Me. Yeah, me. What am I gonna do? I'm just going in there and speaking my truth and telling them how to treat my nephew and my nieces and all of them. And they don't want me to come in there. I'm first on that list. Yeah, they don't even want me in there. I'm just mad. So I thought I'd come here and tell you guys that if you guys want me to get mad at anybody, I will. Your kids, even if they're grown adults, I'm here. Use me while I'm here, because I'm leaving tomorrow bright and early. I'm hitchhiking. That's how I got here, because I don't have a driver's license. I'm not gonna do a test so they can say I can drive. I could drive if I want. I told them that, and my family, they want me to get a driver's license, but I said, no white man is gonna tell me that I can drive. I could drive if I want. Plus, I'm a horseman. I have lots of horses. Had horses back at home. I was trying to bring one over here, but my family was like, nobody does that. Nobody brings their horses. And I said, well, I'm going to bring it back. And they said, well, how are you going to get on the highway? I was like, I'll just ride on the side. And they said, side saddle? I said, no, I'll just ride however I want. But they didn't want me to do that, so they just told me to hitchhike. And they said, they were saying, if you hitchhike, take someone with you. It's like who? Nobody's gonna come with me. And they said, take one of your snakes. I said, I don't wanna. And they said, why? I said, because I might find one up there. Yeah, so I'm just here looking for an Okanagan man that can hunt, can set those traps really good. Let me take this ring off for a little while. Forgot I wore it up here. Don't look at my hand. Look right here. Hey. Yeah, but it's good to see everyone out there that came. I came here in a good way. I came here broke. So if any of you want to invite me over for salmon, or maybe having a ceremony and one of these good-looking men, Kenny, caught a bear, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, Mabel. Maybe Jean caught something and maybe you want to cook up and invite me over. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to look that way. I'm not going to guilt Jean and maybe he hunted and got a moose. Hopefully, because I never had moose. Can you believe that? We have buffalo over there. We have deer. We have moose now. They're kind of showing up in the Dakotas, but I don't know. I don't know any hunters. Mostly my family is women. So, and women hunt too. Don't get me wrong. I'm out there in my camouflage, but I'm mostly out there hunting for those hunters. Auntie's just out there looking, being sneaky by myself. I don't have a rifle or a gun. Kind of sneaking in those bushes. Come here. Yeah, they think I'm Deer Woman, but I'm not. We have stories back at home about Deer Woman. Don't look at her. Don't talk to her. You men don't go with her because she's crazy. So now they're calling me that back at home. That's not me. I'm looking for a new uncle for you guys. Gee. Should appreciate me. Yeah, isn't it Shirley? Shirley knows how I am. Me and Shirley go way back. We fought many times, but I'm here to redeem myself. She only broke my nose 3 times. That's it. But luckily, I still have all my teeth. They're all real. You know what? This internet, and I know some of you don't have internet or Facebook or none of that, and you could care less. I know, me too. Anyway, they got me on there. They got me right on that Facebook. So you know what I did during this pandemic? I was just on there being nosy. And some of you like to look at the news, that's good. See what's going on in the world, kind of stress yourself out and get mad, then talk about it with your sister and say, Sage, you see what's going on in the news? These people need to wear their masks and listen. Like that, you kind of get mad, get yourself worked up, and have your coffee and your cig in the morning, and then in the afternoon have another coffee and a cig. Then later on, take a nap. You didn't plan the nap. I know I don't plan naps either. They just kind of happen. You probably just woke up, some of you, and you probably said, "Hey, I forgot I was here. I need to stay up." But some of you, this is your bedtime. I know. Gee, they have these lights low and kind of have it all comfy in here. I know, just standing back there dozing off like that. I was like, I didn't even drink nothing, and out of respect, because I don't want to, take me home and drink with me, but I didn't drink before I came here. I was just trying to be a good woman and not come here. And here, they gave me this coffee, and I was like, is that regular coffee or a mix? And they said, regular. And I said, yeah, that's what I thought. I don't want a mix. So give me one later. So I kind of took a drink. And I'm like, yeah, it's regular coffee. I'll put it up here. But anyway, I like to have my coffee. It's kind of like my security, when I'm talking and visiting. I kind of just like to have my, because they said you can't smoke in here. And some of you like to smoke like me. You're used to having that cigarette in your hand. Even if you don't take a drag and the ash is just long and you're just standing there. And all of us, we have that family member who don't like it when we smoke. And they say, yuck, you smell like cigarettes, your breath and your hair and your everything. And I say, well, you spray on some perfume and you have your cigarette and that ash is just long and and they know it. You know what? My family, they have me figured out. When my ash is long, I'm mad. Look out. I'm going to get mad at someone. So I have that ash just long. They all kind of look at me and You mad at me? Okay. Or what? Auntie, what? All because your uncle, he didn't come and pick me up when I needed to go get those cigarettes, and now that gas station is closed. He knows they only sell my cigarettes there. They're on sale too. Like they have sales on cigarettes. They don't. I'm just mad at him. And he said, well, Auntie, you know that he needed gas. I don't care. There was many times these women were after your uncle and I scared them off for him. He owes me. Oh, really? Yeah. He owes me. My cigarette's just up because I'm trying not to hit anyone because they said, you're going to get in trouble. You don't be hitting no more. So they're okay. I'm on my second strike. So they don't want me hitting people because I guess you should talk about things or talk through things. But I don't like to talk because sometimes they don't listen to me. Yeah, that's why those men, they like me, you guys. They like their Auntie Beatrice. And some of my sisters, they judge me. They look at me and they just judge me. And they think because I'm not wearing high heels or a skin-tight dress that these men don't want me like a res dog with a piece of meat. But they do. They like all of this. They like all of it. And they say, well, you just wear those same clothes all the time. I said, well, I don't care about materialistic things. That's why I don't have a car. I don't have a home. And they said, that's because you mooch off others and you live off of others. I said, no. That's because I'm living these old ways. You're the one who's paying those taxes, because we have to pay taxes across the line. Just in case you didn't know that, yeah, that's another thing I'm mad about. Tell you guys about that later. But yeah, so we have to pay. It doesn't matter if we have an Indian card over there. You know, it doesn't matter if we have our certificate of our Indian blood. They don't. You guys have that. You know what? I even try to bring where's my card at? I really try to bring my card here, but they wouldn't recognize it. You know why? That's because that Jay Treaty, did you know that our president not our president, their president, not ours, because I don't claim any of those presidents. Maybe Obama, because, you know, he's kind of representing us. But no, none of them. I'm mad. Oh, it's another story. Look, I'm getting worked up. See, you know I'm getting worked up when I start breathing hard. And I didn't come here to fight any of your people, but send the toughest one to me, and after the show, I'll fight him. Don't get me started. See, that's why they don't like to give me anything to drink. They said, I thought you quit. I said, don't be judging me in my life. And what I like to do, I like to have just a little bit, and that's a little tiny bit, because I like to do everything in moderation. Ask your uncle. Hey. Just a little bit. Just pour a little bit in there. I was telling them in that back there in that green room or something. And I went back there in that green room, you guys. I went back there. And if you guys want to come back there with me later, I'll show you. I was just wishing for a cigarette. All I wanted was a coffee and a smoke. But they said I can't smoke in here. It's like, let me have one drag. I'll put it out right now. Put it out. And I thought I was smoking back there. And then one of these people came and they took that cigarette away from me. I said, hey, I'm praying. Put it out right now then. Yeah. Ruined my prayer. You don't know how we pray. That's how we do it. So you know what? I'm always on to something. Anyways, back to that green room. I went back there. Fancy. Yeah. Fancy. Cheese. A bunch of cheese cut up. I never even heard of that kind of cheese. Grapes, you know. What else do I have in there? Little vegetables cut up. Put them in a little fancy champagne cup or something like that. And I said, where's all the chips and where's all the bologna and where's all of it? I don't try to like to get treated like this, however you're trying to treat me. I'm into that, the good stuff. And they had fancy chocolate and I'm like, gee, that's good. But for who? Did they forget that it was Auntie? Did they forget that I wanted every single person here to bring me some soup so I can have a contest of all these soups and maybe I'm not asking for a lot, maybe some smoked salmon? I don't know. There was a little bit of salmon in there, but I tried it and I knew that they just got it from the store because it was that fresh. You know how you eat salmon and you're just like, oh, this is fresh. Like, oh, could just tell they just chopped off that skin and you just kind of drop it in there and you just start feeling like a salmon. Gee, you're just kind of feeling good, like scaly. It's like the bottom of your feet, just scaly on the sheets. I was sitting there, and you know how you put your feet on that coffee table and you cross them like that? And you have the right to do that. Because we have the right to put our feet up on that coffee table, and sometimes I go to my sister's houses and they have it their way, and they have rules, and I don't care about rules or none of that. Anyways, I put my feet right up there, barefoot, because I don't hardly have socks either. I don't know what happens to them, so I put my feet up there, and she's just judging me. Gee, you have corns. I said, where are those? Big things on your side of your feet right there. You should get that taken care of. I was like, I don't care about how my feet look. They work fine. They get me where I need to go. They get me to your ex's house and back. I said, what? Why are you judging me? She was just looking at me. And if you had seen my sister, you'd know. You'd look at her and you go, oh, look at her. You would have my back because you know what? She gets her toenails done and all of that, and her toenails look just good. Like, it looks like they look little candies. Like, can suck on those little candies. Like, and she's like, I paid $60. Oh, no, I'm not going to spend nothing for nobody to touch me up and cut my toenails. I'll take that right here to the mouth, I'll do that myself. I did, and she talked me into this. She got my nails done because I told her, hey, I'm going up to Canada. And she said, ah. I said, yeah. She said, ah. And I said, yeah, I'm going. What? Why are you not believe me? I'm going. And she said, well, let me get your nails done. And I never did that. And I let them put these nails on me or something. And she said, you never know whose back you're going to be scratching. I was like, what's that supposed to mean? So apparently she thought I was going to be scratching someone's back. I only get my back scratched. I don't scratch nobody's back. All of a sudden. And you know what? She's one of them native women who's married to a white man, and she always wants me to go white. I know. I said, the only pink meat I like is bologna. I'm not used to that. I said, I don't wanna. But she always telling me, yeah, sister, I know she's on to me, trying to hook me up or have me marry this one or that one. Because when you get to a certain age, nobody talks about, right away they say, you should marry this one or you should marry that one. Like that. Like I don't even know, her man, took her on dates and, they did all that. I said, but we just snag, we move in right away. I said, I don't want to do all that hard work getting how you got to know your Wishichu there. I was like, I don't want to do that. And she's like, yeah, I just wine and dined me. I was like, I don't drink wine. Anyway, just whiskey. The hard stuff. Why? I don't care about all that fancy stuff. I said, I'm not like that. You know that. And she's just standing there in her high heels. Even when she's in the house, she's just clicking around wearing those high heels. I was like, who are you trying to impress? Nobody's here. Wearing your go-to-town clothes, just standing there. I was like, look at your feet. They're all red. Your feet want to break. They're trying to tell you just to, put your feet on the ground for a little while. Maybe then you'll know you're not better than anyone because you're just up. Those high heels just have you up. Her dress is just tight too, so she can't even sit down, so she just stands up all the time. Like, that don't even look good. You can't even do this. Just in case someone comes up to you and you have your hand full, maybe you have a taco, you can't do this. Get out of here! Like that. They always get mad at me, too, for fighting. But I don't really talk or argue too much. If somebody comes up to me, just like the old days, we didn't stand around and argue. We just fought. Either you're going to get hit or you're going to hit them first. See how I had time to put up my glasses? Like that. These glasses, if you look closely, they're scratched up. Yeah, they are. A lot of times I rolled around with these and they stayed on. I like wearing them, and they say, how come you like to wear those dark glasses? And I said, because. It's always my family asking me those questions too. Nobody else, any new relatives I meet, they don't question me. My family, they're always the main ones. And how come you wear dark glasses? Like, because I could, you know what? Traditionally, nobody's supposed to be looking at our eyes anyway. All of a sudden, when the Wishichu and the white people come, if we're not looking at their eyes, they get mad at us. That was a sign of respect. I said, so that's why I wear these, because your husband, You brought him into our camp and to try to steal our horses. He is here all the time. I don't know how to act around him. He shakes my hand just hard. Why is he shaking my hand like that? Ooh, like that. I said, you're really nice to him too. How come you're so nice to him? And she said, because I love him. I said, oh, I don't want to hear it. I said, be me. And you know what? She just has him breakfast, lunch, and supper. She has it all ready right away. He comes in and she's practically untying his shoes and giving him foot massages. I tell her she don't like it when I'm there because I'm always saying, get up. Who are you? Are you his wife or are you getting paid for this? What are you doing? She's always trying new recipes. I'm not like that. I'm not like her. And I wouldn't be judging her and venting to you guys right now, but she judges me. I know. Who cares if I want to slut around? Who cares if I don't want to be married like her and be a housewife? She's judging me, judging your auntie. Who cares if auntie wants 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 uncles? I know. You know what I mean. It's okay if you're sitting there and you got some of you who in here are judging me right now too. You're looking at me, ooh, just stink. She's just up there telling all her business. That's because she's from over that line. You know how they are. Look at her, no shame. I like her. Hey! We should invite her to a council meeting. We'll tell her what to say. We'll just send her right up. Yeah, I will, actually. If you have a council meeting coming up, I'll tell it. I'll tell everything. That's why they don't like me. I remember I haven't got invited to the family reunion for about 5 years. Yeah, they didn't want to invite me. I'm trying to find out where they're having our next family reunion. I've been trying to go on the internet. Just like I told you a little while ago, they made me an account on there. And you know what? The news is like, it has a lot of drama and there's always something on there. But if you're not on this internet, you need to get Facebook, and you need to just start adding everybody, especially your neighbors, everybody. You'll just be stuck in your house and you won't even go nowhere. You'll just message them, bring me some salmon. Okay. You'll just be sitting there. You'll just have your coffee and your cigarette. You'll get to have 2 cigarettes. You won't even have to have one. You won't even have to go to town. Well, anyway, that's not even why I use it. Yeah, I get lots of favors, and they're not even favors. They're IOUs from me. Just like I told you, I fought many people off from my cousins and my brothers. And you know what? Because they don't like to fight their own fights. You know how they always have that one cousin they pull in? That's me. You know what? As soon as their women start acting up, they send me over. What are you saying to him? Huh? Yeah, and as soon as I act like that, they call the cops. I don't know why. I'm barely saying something to them. I'm barely trying to ask them, but they said I have some kind of tone. And I don't. I talk like that all the time. Don't look at me like that. I say it like that, and then they say, we're going to call the cops. Have you been drinking? I'm no, I don't drink. I had one, but that don't even count. And they said, you like to fight when you're drinking. And I said, I'm not. I only have one little bit in my coffee sometimes when my knee hurts. Because I got in this fight this one time. I'll tell you guys about that. Back when Auntie, back over there, basketball is like hockey over here. So Auntie was a really good basketball player, like elite, like can do that. Could turn this way and it'd make it. Everyone is just mad at me. Indian medicine, just getting mad at me, just shooting me. They didn't like me to show up to Indian tourneys. What did they do? They hurt my knee. See how they are? They didn't like me showing up. I was getting sick of it. I knew it. You already know too when somebody's jealous of you because you look this way and you feel them. All of us Indians, we have that feeling. Just like this, they look over here and they go like this to our cousin. Our cousin will look right at that person. See? You tell them. See what I mean? That person is jealous of me. Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, go say something to them. Oh, look at me. Because me too, when I'm at basketball tournaments, I have to have someone fight for me. Because, this was about back in the 80s when I used to play. Holy man. Oh, see that? How do you think I got the ball? Somebody is bringing it up. Like that, yeah. I still got fast feet. I still run from the cops many times. They said to look out for your RCMP, so I've been trying to watch myself. Yeah, they said, look out, they're dangerous. And I said, okay, I will. They said, hurry up and come back too. They give you 1, 2 strikes over here. They don't give no strikes when you go to Canada. So I said, okay, I'll hurry up. I'll hurry up and get up there and I'll come back. And they said, hurry up too. I don't want to have to come up there and jerk you around. I said, okay. My family were like that though, but I know that they love me. That's why they treat me like that, because they get mad at me, and then if I don't listen, they grab me by the shirt and they give me the jerks. Yeah, I don't like that. Anyway, what they asked me, I don't babysit. Don't ask me to babysit. Nobody. I'm older now. I can't stand it when kids are yelling and jumping and having fun and living life and they're just loving life. I can't stand it. Let me watch my show and smoke my cigarette and don't bother me, ask me no questions, nothing. I don't cook, I don't do none of that. I just want to go to bingo in Kelowna. They told me about that bingo hall. I want to go there. And I just been itching my hand. Just itching. I was just itching it. And they said, maybe because you're allergic to something. When this hand is itching, I need to get to a casino or I need a bingo. You know what? Sometimes I'll have 5 bingo cards. Yeah, I've been practicing that. That same hand, same arm that fights your uncle. And I know what you're thinking. Gee, she's just violent. That's how I cope. Different people do different things to cope. Some of you read books. Some of you go for a walk. Some of you sing songs. But Auntie, I play bingo and I do it violently, like that. And I win. A lot of you are going to be mad at me later at the bingo hall. You're going to look at me and you're going to judge me. You're going to think she brought medicine to win at bingo from over there, from the States. Don't look at her. Don't look at her. She's looking this way. Look at all those trinkets. Could I have all my little lucky things I brought? I brought them too, so don't think I left them because you think you have a chance at beating me at bingo. I'm good at it. And some people are like, oh, that's luck. And I say, oh, no, it's not. I'm good at bingo. I don't have no sleepers, none of that. My eyes are always open. Some of you missed numbers. That's your own damn fault. I got all my cards. I do 5 at a time. Some of you can't pay attention. You're too busy worrying about your grandkids or your husband or someone. I don't worry about nobody. I just worry about me. And they say, gee, you're selfish. I said, yes, I am. And they said, that's not our culture and tradition to be selfish like you are. And I said, I know. That's why your ex likes me. Jeez, I'm no good, huh? I don't even know why they invited me because I'm no good. I'm going to turn all those, if they better watch me. You guys better watch me because I'm going to steal something. I was looking at these candles here. I was like, gee, all those candles will be good at my sister's house when you walk in. They'll just be lit up. So you better make sure you put those away because I'll take them. Because traditionally, you're supposed to have a giveaway. Every time I come somewhere, you should give me something or these lights because Christmas is coming up, something. Or we could turn these things into shawls, All my nieces and nephews will be dancing. You can't just let me come here and they didn't even just offer me a little bit of coffee. They didn't even put no surprises in it. So I'm waiting for a giveaway. But anyway, yeah, so I'm excited to go to bingo, go that way, go to bingo. I don't know if you guys have any casinos, but I'm ready too. I'm kind of getting my hand ready because I really like to play the machines. And I like to visit new people, and smoke cigarettes. Those are the things I like to do. And my family, they don't like that. No smoking in my house. It's like, why am I not going to come over then? I'm not going to visit you. You have nothing to talk about anyway. Just always talking about how healthy you are. You're not even healthy. You're not healthy. I look at you and you're a man. You always have on your Facebook. I was looking at your guys' Facebook and it lies. All of those are just my cousin. She just likes to lie on Facebook. I said, how come you do that? And we weren't taught that. Our grandma taught us to tell the truth. I'm telling the truth right now. You and your man are acting like you're in love. You're not even in love. You can't even stand him. I said, give me your phone. I'm going to take a picture. You guys sleep in different beds. Don't be calling him husband. Call him your roommate. She really don't like me. All of us have a sister that don't like us. My sister, she don't like me. Oh, Glenda, she's still mad. I told her not to marry him. That's not the one who's married to the white guy. I'll save her for later. You already know, skin-tight dress and high heels. Glenda, she's a good bread maker. She can really make bread good. She always holds that over my head. I don't care about that one time I made bread and I threw it outside for the res dogs and they had Sam come over and mow the lawn and I broke the lawnmower because they bring it up all the time. Yeah, I said, well, at least my bread is weapons. You can knock somebody out with those. Because I was out there, when it broke the lawnmower, gee, that bread, they're just making fun of me. You know how our family is. Yeah, she tried to make that bread and her bread just broke our lawnmower. Not that hard. I said, not that hard your man was when he seen me. I know. I said, I'm not going to be like that when I go in there. I tried not to be like that, but I decided I'm going to be like that. Because that's how I am. I came in here to be myself and visit you guys. If I held back, who would I be? Not me. I know, see? We always tell our relatives, be yourself, be who you are. Well, then we need to be an example of who we are because they might see me trying to not talk the way I talk all the time to them. Everyone likes to call me now because like I said, I got on that Facebook. One, my sister Glenda, she's acting like she's all this and that. She's not none of that. She's not even, just tell the truth. At least we can relate to you with your roommate. You can't stand him. Kind of fill us in. And then I have all my nieces and nephews on there and I'm just looking at them and seeing them in college and watching where they're at their parties because they post everything on there if you didn't know it. So I seen my nephew, he got in a relationship with Tina, Odette's daughter. Yeah. I know. I told him we're related, like we're 10th cousins. He didn't care though. He said, I'm not gonna marry her anyway. I was like, ooh, you're just like your dad. Anyway, that's it. I seen him, then they're in a relationship. And then they wrote on a couple of days later, okay, I counted. It was like 9 days later, then it didn't work out. And I said, well, yeah, it's bad medicine to do that. Anyway, I was talking to myself too. At least I have you guys to talk to because I was talking to myself. Anyway, smoking my cig and I was scrolling that like that. And I said, okay, is it another relationship? This one he must not be related to because she wasn't from the reserve that we're from. She was in a different one. And I was like, good. You picked a good one. I wrote on. I said I was writing, like privately, but everyone was calling me on my house phone and said, "Hey, you're messaging our nephew on his page." And I said, "Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to do." Yeah, but you must be trying to message him privately. He's like, yeah, well, isn't that the same thing? Can only he see it? And they're like, no, everyone sees what you're saying about that girl and her family and her dad being on a council and that you want him to get you in with her dad. And I said, well, I don't care if anyone and everyone sees it. At least they know who I'm after and to back off if they're trying to go after the same one. Like I cared. My family, they think I have shame. Once you get past a certain age, you have no shame. Yeah. Anyway, so they're just trying to call me to try. I was more embarrassing my family, I guess. They tell me that all the time. Don't go to the council meeting, please. Or don't go to the, casino on Fridays, because on Fridays I like to fight. This one lady, back at our casino, it's a really good casino, and I say that because I win there a lot, and I get players cash, and it's kind of like free cash because I'm a loyal member there. So if you guys ever want to come to the States, you want to come to my casino, let me know. Let my cousin Franny know because she knows how to get a hold of me. My probation officer used to go to Franny because they didn't know how to find me because I have old scouting. I have scouts in my history, and I know how to get around. This one time, holy shit, and I'm not gonna cuss no more, but I have to tell you guys this. I was at this party this one time after this powwow. They always have this really good party down in this ditch way out there. you got to catch a ride and then catch another ride. It's a gravel road, and good luck finding it. There's no signs, but we just kind of know, this way, over here. You just kind of stand outside, and you got to be Native, First Nations, otherwise you don't have that instinct. Like, you'd be walking this way, and what's so happening? Oh, this way, I guess. The spirits take you. Anyway, so I was going out there to that party. I was leading a bunch of us. We're all going out there. This was back in my young days, 2 years ago. They said, there's a party out there in that ditch. We call it Double Ditch. And we went out there. Gee, we're out there. Pretty soon, cops. And they don't like us going out to Double Ditch because it's some white rancher or somebody land. And they said, but we do that to get back at them because that's our land, but they bought it for, I don't know, it's a kind of a messed up story. They kind of took it right from underneath us, and they're not even supposed to be ranch. Anyway, fuck, I'm getting mad. Never mind. Not going to tell you about that story. But anyway, we're going to that Double Ditch like that. Here was just out there having a good time, No, and I didn't try to fight no one, you guys. I promise not. No, I wasn't going to fight that night. I told everyone that came with me, no, I'm not going to fight, because they're like, Beatrice, we're not going to go if you're going to fight. And I'm like, well, I'm not. I'm not going to fight nobody. And I didn't, but it's good coffee. Nice and strong. Anyway, so we're out there. We're just out there just having a good time, partying, visiting. Some people were singing on hoods. We're just dancing. Just trying to dance because our snake was over there. We don't even dance like that normally, but all of a sudden we're at a party and we're just have our mouth open, no reason. Even though you're looking this way and your snag that you like is over there, look over here so he knows you're ignoring him. Like that. So I had my goal. I went out there to snag. I didn't go out there to fight, even though I wanted to, and they told me not to, so I was trying not to. Some of you have different goals, but those are kind of goals I set. That's the only thing. I try to be better. Try to be a better person. So I'm trying to be a better person. So it's like, I'll just worry about snagging. Anyway, so here the cops were coming. And the last thing you want to do is be Indian when the cops are around. There was no way I could escape my Indianness. It was all over me. There was no bushes around either. There was a couple hay bales, but everyone had those, so I had to think of a game plan. And I seen a little tiny, there was a river about that far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 13 steps that way, and I said, I'm going to make it to that river. I don't know. A little creek there, a little man-made creek. And I said, it reminds me of I'm not going to go get in that creek because there might be something that's going to take me in there, and I don't want to go. I'm not ready yet. And I thought, I don't want to go to jail either because those cops were coming closer. And I thought, okay, Beatrice, wake up, Beatrice. You have 15 seconds before those cops come, throw you down on the ground, rub your face in the ground, and cuff you and your feet too. And I said, I don't want to do that. So, I was running over to that creek. I was actually running like this. Like that. Just me. I don't know where those people who gave me a ride where they didn't want me to fight, they left me. Just like that, they left me. I'll get them later. And I'm mad when I do this. I'll get them later. I know all of their names. I know where they live. I know everything about them. I was just sitting there. I was like, you don't have time to be mad. Hurry up. So I got in that river, that creek like that. I just grabbed one of those, those, it's like a straw, and I kind of went under. And I was just breathing. Their lights were everywhere. I was praying hard. Come on. I was just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in my language, but I think Creator heard me. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. Like that. But they said, speak your language if you know it. So I knew it. Buffalo, Tatanka. I was just trying to, every word I knew, I said, never do this again. I'll never do this again. I was like, this can't be real. Maybe I passed out. This can't be real, I was thinking. was like, they're not going to catch me. They didn't catch me either. They just kind of looked around and they left. And here I was out there by myself. And I was like, when I got out of that water and I was cold. You ever get out of the creek and nobody's around? Yeah. I was standing there, cold, nipping. Hey. Standing there, just looking around, just feeling like, just, I guess this is it, because I'm not going to, it was getting cold outside too, and I was just standing there. And I kind of started, hey! Yeah. I heard someone, who is that? Where are you? Over here. I was like, oh, it must be a spirit. That's why you're not supposed to drink, they said. Here, I'm just drinking. They told me that. They told my cousins that in ceremony. They said, tell Beatrice not to drink. We're trying to talk to her. And I said, oh, they're talking to me now. Oh, God. Okay. Huh? Over here. And I was like, well, where are you? Quit acting like that. Get over here. Over here by the creek. And I looked over there. And these are old glasses. I didn't get my new glasses because my eyes are getting better. Taking something that makes my eyes better. Tell you about it later. Anyways, it's a root. It's a rut. I'll tell you about that medicine later. But anyway, my eyes are getting better. I couldn't see that far though. And I said, well, what are you doing hiding in the dark? And guess who it was? Remember that? Remember I was dancing and I was trying to look this way? It was that guy over there. That same guy I had my eye on, but I didn't have my eye on. I was looking over here, but I was actually looking over here. It was him. Just wait it for your auntie. Wait it for me. Oh, gee, just wait it for me over there. I was like, well, get over here then. Just trying to hide in the dark over there. Come here. I was just cold. Come over here. Warm me up. Hurry up. Come over here. He was just kind of swimming in that creek. It wasn't even cold to him. He had long hair. I was kind of wishing to go over there. I was like, I should just go over there. I'm not going to be that kind of woman. Just go over there. Just run over there. Like, oh, I'm going to come over there too. Like, no, I'm not going to. If you don't want to come over here, you don't want to be playing games, I'm probably just going to start walking anyway. My friends are waiting. Nobody even waiting for me. I gotta go. So if you want to come, you better hurry up because my cousin is waiting for me. He was just standing there. I could hear the water. Kind of like that woman up here, that performance of that water. I was like, I could hear that water and I was like, nah, get over here. Kind of wanted to look because it kind of looked like he had no shirt on. I was like, he's playing tricks on me. Okay, I'll come over there. No, I'm not going to come over there. Gee, just come on. Come with me. Gee, and pretty soon I could see him coming out. And I started acting like I didn't want to see him. Nope. You took too long. My cousins are coming. And I could hear him kind of coming up, but I didn't want to look. I didn't want to look at him. And this is a tip for you women, the ones who are single out there, and you're thinking, I'm too old. Oh, we're never too old, sister. You make sure you boss them around because that's what they like. Ask these married ones. You think they're nice to their husband all the time? No. Tell them what to do. If I would have went over to that river over there, I would have. No, we wouldn't have. No. So anyways, I was looking this way. And I was still kind of putting the vibe out, kind of. You kind of pop your hip. I was just kind of leaning on that hay bale, kind of leaning there. The moonlight was just like this. It was like a kind of like a moony kind of night. Like just kind of, I was kind of looking at the moon. He's in the creek, coming for me. He really likes me. I was looking into the moon. I was just like that. And he was coming slow, and I was like, gee, not that damn slow he is. I'm trying to sing a love song here. He's just taking forever. Hurry up. I'm trying to act just cute, and you're just taking your time. Whoever taught you? Probably just going to go, hey. He was right here. He was right here. I could feel his breath on me. Could just smell his stink breath. I didn't care if he had one missing tooth in the front. He was an old hockey player, I guess, he said. I was like, where's that tooth? I want to wear it on my neck as a necklace. Then I'll know it's real. Hey. Pretty soon he's just like, you want to ride? He's like, you have a car? He's like, yeah, it's right over there. I was like, gee, that's a nice car. Never seen that nice of a car. All donut tires. I was like, gee, do you pay insurance on that? He's like, no. I was like, yes, that's my kind of warrior. You're rebellious. You don't follow the rules. I never did look at him in his eyes. Never once, because I'm not like that. Not the first time I meet you. I'm not going to let you look at me in the eyes, look at my spirit, just trying to take advantage of me and look at my eyes. I'm not like that. So I just had him maybe stand in back of me. I was like, where's your car at? Point. Tell me what direction. Northeast. All right. No, southeast. Oh, okay, I'll go over here then. Oh, no, west. Where the hell is your car? Tell me. Kind of put a flashlight on it. Tell me, throw a pebble that way. And so, anyways, we were finally walking over to his car, and I had to crawl through the driver's side. Yeah, he couldn't even open his passenger door because he got hit on that side. Yeah, he was arm wrestling this guy at the bar, and he won. And he was heading out, and they called it fair and square, but he said that guy ended up getting mad, and he was leaving. He was just, trying to be at peace with it. He went out on top. He won that arm wrestling match. Oh, that guy came out. He was mad. He rammed into his car, and he didn't care. I was like, are you going to get that fixed? He said, uh-uh. I said, good, I like that. Look at you. You don't care about materialistic things. Grrr. I said, like a man like that. You know what? Let me look at your hands. And I grabbed his hands, and I looked at them all calloused up right here. Calluses and cuts. You know what that tells me? He's a hard worker. And so you women, you make sure you look at these men's hands, because if they're too soft, they're spending too much time with themselves in the bathroom. And they're not spending time hunting and fishing and doing all, fixing your house stuff, putting up your curtains, all that. They don't do that. So I was really happy that he had those just rugged, rough hands. I like that. They're just kind of scaly like my feet. I know. My sister was judging my feet. She said, no wonder why those sheets in that room you're staying in are all cut up, because your feet. I said, long time ago, we needed to have tough feet. How do you think we ran on gravel? I run on gravel. If I lose a shoe, I could still run on gravel. And she said, well, I don't run on gravel. And she was just wearing her high heels again, that one, trying to judge me. And anyway, so I was just happy that his hands were just like my feet. I just told me, like, okay, I met my match here. So anyway, that was a good week of loving. 1 week, and he was out of there. That's all I do is 1 week at a time. And I just want to encourage all the women out there. You don't have to keep these men around for years and years. You could just keep them around for 1 week at a time, and you kick them out. You just put all their stuff in a black trash bag, and you throw it out. Throw their shoes out, all of it, and then when they come, they'll know, because traditionally the women were the keepers, and we're still the keepers of our homes, and so they'll know. They won't even question you. And you know what? They'll go to your sisters and your cousins, and they'll cry around, and they'll say, hey, I really miss Beatrice. She don't know how to cook, but I love her anyway. That's what they're always saying about me. Anyway, so that's what ended up happening is I only end up staying with that guy for a week. And I always like to tell it because it's like a native love story, We don't keep them around for too long. And I didn't have to make any kind of commitments. And if you're a person like me that don't like to make commitments, I don't like to commit to anything. If I show up, I'm there. But don't try to say like RSVP. I don't even know what that means, first of all. I run on Indian time. And if I'm there, you're lucky. But anyways, I wanted to come up here and come all the way to Canada to talk to you guys. And if I said anything to offend you guys, that's too bad. You got to take that up with yourself later, because there's nothing we can do about that. We'll arm wrestle here. If you're mad at me, we'll arm wrestle after this, and we'll deal with it that way, or we'll fight. Whatever you want to do, I'm here. If you feel like knocking me out, that's okay. I can take a punch. Hey! But anyways, I'm thankful to be here. And, whether you laughed or you didn't laugh and you're judging me, I don't care. If you're looking at me and you don't like me, I like that too. I like it when people don't like me. I don't try to be liked by anybody, though. I don't care who's my friends or who's not. And that's why my niece was getting mad at me. Auntie Beatrice, I said, what? What do you want? Like that. Like, gee, I can't even talk to you. You just always sound mean. I said, well, I have to. I'm just being myself. I just have to, what do you want? She's like, how come you don't care if you have no friends? Like, because I don't care. If you like me, and if you don't, you don't. Just like that. She's just thinking like, gee, maybe I'm going to be like you someday where I'm just tell it how it is. And I said, like what? Like whenever I told you, and none of my sisters were going to tell my niece this. She walked into that family reunion. That's the last family reunion I got to go to. Remember I said I didn't go to any in 5 years? I didn't. I'm telling you the truth, but I got kicked out because all my sisters were over here gossiping. We gossip about all our family. Everyone who walks in, we talk about them. Who are they with now? Ah, really? Oh, they broke up? Okay. Oh, look at her. She's in college. Oh, look at, she's acting white. Ah, how come she's like that? I don't know. Her family's traditional too, but look at her. She'll not, look at him. He don't know how to hunt. His dad should teach him how to hunt. We just talk about everyone. If you pass by us, we're talking about you. I was right in there too because I like drama. Anyway, I was just sitting there and all of these ones were talking about my niece. Look at her. Look at those pants. They're tight. Those pants are just tight. Like that. That's how tight they were. Like kind of tight. Some of you know because you have those one tight pants. Or any of she was wearing those tight pants. And she's kind of a bigger, heavier set gal. And they're all talking about her. And I said, why don't you tell her then? And I said, quit getting loud, Beatrice. And I'm kind of, I like to start drama with my sisters too because we fight each other all the time. And like fist fight too, roll around, grab each other's hair, break each other's glasses, like that. Anyways, I was trying to fight, but they're like, Beatrice, be quiet or leave. And I was like, I don't want to. Anyway, Crystal, come here. And I said, no. And I said, Crystal, come here. See your aunties here? They're all talking about you. Really? Yeah. And it's not good. You want to know? And they're all looking away like this. Look at them. All of them. Look at them in the eyes. I want you to look at them and know who you can't come to when you need something. Look at me. I'm looking at you in my eyes, but you can't see through my sunglasses. They're saying about you, I'll tell you. They said those leggings are not one size fit all. They said you have a camel toe from the front all the way to the back. And then they were just, we didn't. Yeah, they did. I'll tell you right now, they said that. And then everyone was mad. So that wasn't even that bad. I don't think that was, do you guys think that was bad? I would want to know if I was walking around like that. She never did wear pants like that again, luckily, but I don't know because I only seen pictures of our family reunions. I'm not invited no more because they don't like it how truthful I am and I tell it how it is. So again, if you want to invite me anywhere, I'm only here overnight. If you want me to get mad at your husband or maybe you want me to get mad at your kid's dad because you can't stand him. Or maybe you want me to get mad at your coworker, I will. I'm not scared of nobody. Nobody. Yo, trying to fight. Just trying to make eye contact with somebody. Hey. I didn't come here to fight. Maybe later. I don't know. But anyways, I'm thankful that you guys had me up here. Some of you were like, I didn't even know you were coming. Who are you? Anyway, she showed up. And some of you are like, yeah, Auntie Beatrice is here. Come over later for coffee. I will have those cigarettes ready. I like to chain smoke when I'm visiting too, and I'll tell you everything. And if you want me to find out anything about your relatives, I will, because I really learned how to use that Facebook good. You want to find out if your man is talking to somebody else? I could tell you right in the next minute here. Give me their name. That's all. I don't even need their last name. That's it. I'm that good. I should get paid for this, but I don't because I'm not greedy. I don't ask for money. I'll ask for nothing. All I'm asking for is a little bit of salmon. Hey! All right. Well, that's my time. I'm Auntie Beatrice. Wopila tanka doksha kewachianka pikte. Audio gods.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aunt Beatrice! Well done. Tanya Jo Hall, ladies and gentlemen. One more huge round of applause. Aunt Beatrice. Tanya Jo Hall. Check her out on Facebook. Check her out on TikTok, Instagram. Okay, folks, we are now at our intermission, so we're going to take a 15-minute break. If you stay at your tables, we're going to bring these snacks to you. So we want to just give thanks to our performers in the first half of the show. So we'll have the Birch Creek Drummers. Give a huge round of applause. Pauline, thank you so much for coming to speak for us today. Pauline, yes. Corey Derrickson, huge round of applause. Great performance from Corey. And finally, Madeline Trebasket. So we will meet you back here, folks, in 15 minutes. Thank you. Hey, folks, we are back. Welcome back. Hope everybody had a nice snack. I tell you that Aunt Beatrice, everybody knows an Aunt Beatrice. She reminded me of my Auntie Rosie, my Auntie Tina, my Auntie Judy, my mom, and my sister. Definitely all of them, right? She reminded you of everyone. Everyone's got someone in their family like Auntie Beatrice. My mom used to make, these, we called them squirrel killers. They were tea biscuits with their stew. Oh yeah, just simple. The next day they'd get so dry that my Uncle Vic and my Uncle Chico would say, oh, you could just whip him out of squirrel and you'd kill him, lady. All right, well, let's move on now, folks. For our main act tonight, fantastic comedian, Don Burnstick is a Cree from the Alexander First Nation in Alberta. He's the youngest of 15 kids. Oh my goodness. Very good Native family. And coupled with growing up on reserve, taught him a variety of coping mechanisms, not least of which came to be his use of humor. And tonight we're going to get an experience of that. Please, 30 years in the biz, give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Don Burnstick.
Hey. Oh, Vernon, it's good to be back. Hey, good to be back, yes. Oh, I missed you. I've missed you. Let's have a hand for the three ladies, you guys, the three sisters. Give them a hand. Yes. That's what this is about. Oh, nice and dark here. I can barely see you. All I see is grease. Natives, we get greasy, eh? But I want to say, I want to thank you, all of you. I see many elders here. I want to thank you for your prayers and for your work. And yes, we got it, you guys. We got our day, you guys. Give yourselves a hand, you guys. We got our day. I just want to tell a bit about myself before I get crazy up here. I'm a Cree, as you guys know. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor of these places. I'm the youngest of a very, very big family. And I went. And I got to tell you a quick story about that. I didn't go very long. I'm the youngest of a very big family. Same thing, we all had to go. And then my siblings were all there, and my parents went up. And I was just under 4, little guy. And they had a spring festival there, and they were singing, bands, dance, big carnival. It was a lot of fun. Everybody looked happy. The kids were all happy to see their parents. And then it was time to leave. The parents were leaving, and some of them, because they were in boarding school and they endured a lot of pain, they drank, and my parents drank with them. And they left, and they told my oldest sister to take care of the baby, me. So my sister kept me in a girl's dorm and dressed me up as a little girl. I had long hair. And I stayed there for 3 days. And they found out I was a little boy, and I was underage, and then they shipped me off to the ministry. And that's how, shortly a year later, they shut the residential schools down in Alberta, and they sent all of the kids back and all the pain. And then they opened up these things called day schools, and they sent all those people at the residential school, they sent them to our reserves to run the day schools. So, and that's where I grew up. So this thing's multiple, and it's so hard to explain that. And the hard part for us, we know, we live it, right? Daily. The hard part is explaining it to our friends out there. You know, the ones who, well, I didn't know. You know, that's the biggest thing we hear, right? Well, I didn't know. Well, you're white. You're supposed to be smart. Like, aren't you brag you how smart you are? You should know, right? But they didn't know. And basically what it says is they were lied to. They were lied to by the government and by the church. And now I'm saying to you, if there's any non-native people here, now you know. You know what happened to us. What are you going to do about it? See? That's the big question, you know, because it's hard. This type of pain is hard. Canada is supposed to be one of the top 7 countries in the world. And we have this stuff happen. The big secret. And it's us, eh? And it's a painful time for us. It's hard for Canadians in general, especially for us. But what I want to say is it fell upon us here and now. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful it's in our time. You know why? That's not in our kids' time, and our grandkids. That we don't want to burden them with this, hey? And I don't know about you, but I know what my family has done to work on their pain, to work on their healing. And we're strong enough. Okay, let's do it. Let's deal with this residential school stuff, because I don't want our kids and grandkids to deal with this, eh? So it's ours. It's right here. It's us. What are we going to do about it? That's the question I always ask Canadians. What are we going to do about it? And as a survivor, I'm doing my part, eh? So I'll tell a bit about myself. I'm a Cree guy. I look like I'm from Osoyoos. I'm a little bow-legged. A little bit from Kamloops, a little flat bum there, Kind of Vernon, a little pot belly. I know. So I'm mixed a little bit. But it's great to be back. I said it's great to be back because I'm a Round Laker, you guys. Yeah, Round Laker. 1985, I went there. Spring 1985, I walked around and I was hiding. I was really skinny. I was hiding behind the trees from Pauline. But Pauline, I learned so much there, but Pauline taught me so much. Because she told me one time, she said, if your room's a mess, your house is a mess. And I always remembered that. Because she always chased me back to clean my room, eh? Always. If your room's a mess, your life is a mess. And I want to tell you something, Pauline. My house is clean. It's not messy no more. So thank you for that. It was, but boy, she scared me. So lots has happened. I'm still, it's been 37 years. Pretty good, eh, guys? 37 years? Yeah. And let's see. I lost some weight. I don't know if you noticed that. Well, I lost 65 pounds. Ooh. Yeah, I know. Come on, 20 guys. Hey, yeah. And it was weird because us guys were supposed to gain, right? And I gained. Believe me, I topped out at 245 pounds. So that's why I topped out. And now I'm 178. Pretty good, eh? Yeah. But same thing, I got in my 50s, and when you're getting old, when you're getting older, I know when you're getting older, when you wake up in the morning, you're stiff everywhere else except one place. I'm talking about my neck, okay? I'm talking about my neck here. So that's what happened, eh? And then hospital, and my numbers are really high with diabetes, and I got really close to diabetes. And I've seen so many of my friends and even family members get sick from that stuff. And it's type 2, and you can prevent that. I didn't know. I just thought you just go into it. Everybody else is getting it. Might as well go into it. So I'm sitting there in my chair, During the first wave of COVID, you sit there and you eat, eh? You sit there and eat during COVID, and I'm eating my pizza, and I got my ice cream and my pop here, and I got my big house coat, my sweats, and that's my daily wear. We wore the same clothes every day, right? I'm sitting in my chair, big belly, and ice cream, and I'm watching Tony Soprano do the same thing, eh? And then I went, okay, well, I might as well read up on this thing, diabetes, because I didn't know much about it, eh? So it talked about, insulin and pancreas and circulation and all this kind of stuff. And I'm reading them going, whoa. Well, one of my friends is going to show me how to take my metformin. I was ready to walk into it, just surrender to it, eh? I'm going to go. And then I went, whoa, I hit the brakes, and I better go this way. I'll tell you what happened. I was reading that metformin and circulation, appendages, your fingers, that stuff, eh? It affects the circulation. And on men, it affects that one part. And that part does not work. No, what? What? No way. Are you serious? That does not, what? Oh, put my phone down. I threw my ice cream away. I rolled up my pizza. I threw it like a football. I grabbed all my sugar. Get out of here. All the junk food, get out of here. You can mess with my body, but you're not touching this. I'm going to protect myself, But it's a funny way of saying I didn't want to get diabetes, And I didn't want to get sick. I wanted to get well. And I just stopped eating. And it was hard. Because I love bannock. Oh, I love bannock. Urgh. But when I was younger and I ate bannock and I wouldn't run around. I'm running around. I could burn it off. But what I would do when I got older, I would eat and I got so tired from eating, I would go take a nap because I'm tired from eating. That's when you know you're heading down that trail, right? So I changed it. I went off. My numbers went down. My doctor patted me on the back. He said, good job done. And what it is, I just went off bread. I quit Bannock. That's all it was. No keto, nothing like that. I just wanted to lose this big belly. Because it was weird, man. I had this big, massive belly, skinny legs, skinny arms. If I put on that green outfit those Canuck fans wear, I would look like Kermit the Frog. So it's still there, but it's gone down, and I feel better. So thank you guys very much for sharing this. And so 37 years ago, I fought alcohol. And a year ago, I locked horns with diabetes. And so far, I'm winning, you guys. Hey, so far I'm winning. So thank you very much. So, and the thing is, I've been doing this for a while. I'm a comedian. I try to be an exotic dancer. It didn't work out. There was no demand for a pot-bellied, bow-legged male dancer. Or else all the Cree guys would be dancing everywhere, But I do dance. I dance powwow now. I don't know if you guys know that. Hookah. My goal one day is when we open up, I want to dance Kamlupa. Just give it. Yeah, that's my goal. I always want to dance there, but I'm a traditional dancer, okay? And I wanted to do it right because I know protocols a little bit after learning about culture. So these big powwows you go to, and then they stop, and they have a special, and everybody gets mad, eh? Oh, Reverend, I don't want those specials. Let's go get a taco. Well, I had one of those specials. And it was really cool because it took me about 5 years to make my outfit. 5 years. My sister, Marianne Patrick, made my beaded, double-cut yellow beads, just shiny. I look like a Christmas ornament, eh? It's just shiny. My bustles, my brother from Saskatchewan made them. Double bustle, horsehair on the end. My headdress, William Burnstick, Vancouver, made a full dog shoulder headdress. Beautiful. My breastplate, Lakota, my dance stick, Blackfoot, hookah, hoo. And we had a big powwow in Morley, and I went there and had a cousin special because I had to have initiation, giveaway, all that stuff, eh? Traditional. But the thing is, then nobody can question you being in that powwow or any powwow. So I got initiated. So we got all ready. My bro over here was here, and my other bro, and 50 dancers behind us. We're getting ready. Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. My late brother, Jason Goodstriker, he said, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's stand up and welcome this new dancer into the arbor. Hookah. Stony Park, take it away. And I said, thanks, guys, ready to go. And I went, I forgot something. They said, what? On your regalia? No, I forgot something. They said, what? I said, I was so busy getting my outfit together. I don't know how to dance. You don't know how to dance powwow? No, I don't. Really? But you can move. Yeah, but I don't know how to dance powwow. I dance like a white man. You ever see white men dance powwow? You ever see that? You ever see grand entries? They always have some dignitaries. And the white guys dance powwow and they want to dance, they want to impress, eh? They dance real hard, they bite their lip, eh? And then the MC says, dance hard. And then they give up, they see the native woman laughing, okay, I'll just walk, I guess. And they walk slow. So that's how I dance. So we started, and they're dancing, and all the dancers are all moving like this, and I'm right in the middle doing this. And they're going, slow down, and they stopped me, stop. And everybody stopped, eh? And all of a sudden they grabbed my arms, each arm, and they went, okay, this. Listen, we all started moving with the beat, and they said, look behind you. I turned, and all the dancers, beautiful. And they said, okay, let's go. And we moved. Feel the drum. Right away, I started doing this. Oh, I'm feeling it, guys. Am I doing this right? They said, yeah. Okay, I'm going to dance good now. And they said, okay, we're going to give you instructions. Huh? Oh, okay, but instructions. Yeah. They said, we're going to make you a good powwow dancer. Okay. What's the first thing I do? So I'm dancing like this. And they said, okay, band counselor. What's that? They said, stick your belly out. interim band counselor. And then they said, dance like you're tough. Look mean. Yell. And they said, bobblehead. Holy, I can't see nothing. You look good, okay. And they said, okay, last thing. I said, what? I'm getting dizzy. Look for change on the ground. So that's how I learned how to dance powwow. You should see me now. Same thing with the ladies. Remember that, sisters? Hey, remember when you were younger? The pre-cougar days? You went to the powwow, Squilax. You had that jingle dress. Dance all the powwows. Remember those days? That was fun, eh? Then you finish school, get married, have kids, hey, family. And then you want to dance with your kids. And you pull out your dress. You retired 15 years ago. You put it on, kind of tight. It's so tight, when you zip it up, the jingles go this way. You don't even make a sound, they just... It's crazy, man. But man, how about this last 18 months, eh? It's crazy, boy. And in my lifetime, I'm 58, I've seen 3 of these, eh? SARS, H1N1, and this COVID thing, eh? So probably another one's gonna come, eh? More likely. Those guys mess around with stuff, eh? Can't leave things alone, you know? It's like a res dog, eh? You leave it alone. What do white people see? Res dog. Oh, puppy, oh, boo. You know, leave him alone. He's minding his business. He's looking for aunties. It's crazy, man. And right away, they lied to us again. They said, it's going to be 21 days. Holy, 18 months later, eh? And then the government started yelling at us, eh? Stay home. You can't go anywhere. Can't see your family. Can't spend your money. Can't go shopping. You just stay home. Now, remind me of when I was married. I was told what to do. Okay, I had a couple moans there. We got some married people here, I guess. I was married once. I was married twice. Eh? I tried it. I tried the institution of marriage. They call it an institution. So I was institutionalized twice. And I miss marriage. I miss it. I miss the celibacy. Just the white people are laughing, eh? And the natives are going, what's celibacy? What's that? Is that a vegetable? But it's weird being single at this age and during this time. It's so weird. Because like I used to have a nice smile. Like, you know, now we got a mask, eh? So now you got to use your eyes. Like I'm not Chuck Colton. You know, like those guys do this. Say, whoa, hey, hey. I'm Cree. Our eyebrows like this. Hi, ho. That's our eyebrows. So without these masks, the only good thing about masks is, you know, like we all have a family member or a friend who has halitosis. You know what halitosis is? It's bad breath. And they have, like people have, bad body odor. They just have it, eh? And people who have halitosis have bad breath, but they don't know it. See, the mask did us a favor. Those guys put on their mask, whew, boy, I got some badass breath. It's crazy, man. What else happened with COVID? Oh yeah, white people went crazy over toilet paper, eh? What the heck's wrong with you white people? I'm standing there, at the store and I'm yelling at the white folks, hey, you can't get COVID through your bum. Put it back. And then the Lysol, they went crazy over Lysol. I wonder what Texas white guy's going crazy for. And then I seen Donald Trump. Hey, he had that bleach, remember? And he told his people, drink the bleach, it'll cure you. And his people, what they do? They drank and they went to the hospital. Now, I'm a recovering alcoholic, okay? I haven't drank in a long time. And when I drank some pretty hard stuff. I even drank Lysol once, eh? But I won't drink Clorox. Sorry, Donald Trump, you're a little too hardcore for me. You guys party too hard. I'll stay on a wagon over here. It's crazy. And Donald Trump, that guy came out. It's weird because COVID happened. All these characters came out, eh? Fauci and the one from Canada and all the medical. We didn't know who these people were. All of a sudden, they're on TV all day, you know? And I watched a documentary. This is where I learned everything about white people, eh? I watched this documentary on Netflix. It's called Tiger King. Yeah, you want to learn about white people? Watch that. Everything about white people and Armstrong. You know, but anyway. but anyway, I don't get it, you know. And even Donald Trump, like, is he white? Is he peach? Is he brown? Like, sometimes he's this color, sometimes he's my color. You know, like, think about it. Every day he paints himself brown. Like this color. I think he wants to be us, eh? I think Donald Trump is a wannabe native. Am I right, you guys, eh? That's what I think. Look at him, how he's acting. He's acting like a chief from Alberta. I'm serious. Look at how he stands. He's acting like a chief from Alberta. He just got in. What does he do? He hires all his kids. He gives them the best jobs. He has, what, 6, 7 kids from 3 different women? Come on! Only native guys do that. So I learned these things, eh, you know, stuff. And then, you know, I didn't know it was going to last that long, really. Had I known, because I'm a single guy, eh, I would have snagged. I would have jumped on some websites, eh? You know, some Plenty of Fish, you know, even that native website, that dating site, Ancestry.com. Are you my first cousin or third cousin? So I had no time to snag, shack up, establish a relationship, nothing. And this was during spring, and everybody was buying bikes. Remember, everybody was buying bikes? And then everybody wanted to get dogs. Even white people were coming to the res and stealing res dogs. They leave the dogs alone. So I got a dog. Not a res dog. I went and found a dog. It's a really cool dog, eh? And it was cool, you know. And after thinking about it, I think I made the right call. Instead of, you know, getting involved in a serious relationship, I think I made the right call. Because I'd rather pick up poop twice a day than get in the shit all day. That just happens. It's just how I am, you know. It's not you, ladies. It's me. Definitely. It's hard to date. And I've tried, eh? I tried marriage. I tried all that stuff. You know, and I'm going to date a nice traditional native woman, holy, and it just doesn't work out. You know why? Because I travel too much, eh? And it's hard. My mom said that when she was alive. My boy, you're never going to settle down until you stay still. She used to call me itchy ass, eh? I gotta move. Sit still. So, and that's what she told me. And, you know, she was right, eh? But there's work to do. There's places to go. There's people to heal. And there's babies to be found. Am I right, you guys? Am I right, hey? Yes. That's what's important. So I do this. I make fun of my shortcomings, you know, relationships. And you know, people say it all the time. And it's weird. I've always had that rep, eh? I guess I bring it upon myself, eh? Even back in the 80s, remember I used to walk around in my little bathing suit around Vernon? I'm serious. Everybody did, so I did too. I didn't care. The only thing was I was so skinny, I looked like a res dog, eh? Like, somebody feed that poor Indian. But it was a beach time. It was interesting. So, but it was a different time, you know. So and I've been doing comedy now for 27 years. Not bad, eh, guys? 27 years. Yeah. And I want to tell you about my first show in honor of my sisters here that were on stage with me. Because my first show was at a women's conference, a women's wellness. And of course, it was the ladies who put me on stage, and it was the ladies who made my career. Am I right, you guys, eh? It's awesome, yeah. So back in the day, in the 90s, he said, remember this big wellness, women's wellness? Every time there's a women's wellness, hundreds of women would go. You know, and you were the movers and the shakers and the power and the ones that moved us in this direction. Because us guys, we didn't do that stuff, men, eh? You had a men's wellness on the reserve, 5 men came out, 4 maybe. You know, one had to be there because he opened up the door. The other one had to be there because he's a band counselor. Men don't do wellness, and they still don't, eh? So we got to get our men well. Am I right, you guys, eh? We got to get our men well. That's a different story. So I went to this conference, and I did my alcohol play. I was doing I'm alcohol. And I walked on, and there was 1,500 women across Canada and the United States. And I walked on, and I did my play. And later on that evening, they had a banquet. And they had Tom Jackson. This was North of 60, was really big. Tom Jackson was the band. All the women were all, oh my God. And they're all excited. And so to warm up the crowd, they had a comedian. They had a non-native guy to warm up the crowd. Now, being a comedian in the business for a while, you judge your audience and then you write your material. That's what most comedians do, eh? So I'm guessing that this non-native guy walked on stage and he's seen a bunch of women. Okay, woman jokes. Okay, native. Okay, native woman jokes. And he bombed. His first 2 jokes, the woman would, let's say. And they're looking at him like he's a bingo caller. And the organizer said, Don, I need you to get on stage. These ladies are going to kill this guy. And I said, I'm not a comedian. Yes, you are. Everybody talks about how funny you are in your workshops. Just do that stuff. Come on, please. And she shook my hand, and I looked in there, and she put a cigarette in there. Oh, you're sneaky, sister. She gave me tobacco. That means I got to do it, right? So I walked on stage, and she got the microphone from that guy. And you guys go, I got 10 more minutes left. No, you're done. Bye. And the ladies are going, and then she goes like this. She goes, okay, ladies, we have a little treat for you. Little, because I was about 130 pounds back then. She said, making his first performance, ladies, Don Burnstick. And I walked on stage, and there's a microphone, and that stage was huge, and it felt like a half-mile walk. And I'm like this, eh? And my heart was just like, ooh, and I froze. And the sisters were they were so kind, eh? They looked at me and went, oh, you can do it. I think because the white guy was so bad. And they wanted me to do well. And understand something, I was about 130 pounds. I had a mullet, I had a mustache. I was just greasy, eh? So I'm up there, and so I didn't have no show. All I talked about was skinny dogs and men with pot bellies and going to school with kids that smell like piss. And all of a sudden they're all going, ah! And I started talking about skinny dogs and pot bellies, and the woman, ah! And then I said, thank you. And I did 10 minutes and I walked off. And I'm not lying. All of a sudden, all these ladies, they all stood up. Cheering, more. And I'm standing like this and I'm going, and they're yelling for more. And the organizer goes, get a go. And I'm confused. Okay? But I do know this. When a native woman wants more, you got to give her more. So I walked up and I did 10 more minutes. Yeah, and just talked about, eating bannock and res dogs and, just res stuff, eh? And the women were cheering and they're laughing. And I talked about Native, how we laugh, how we celebrate. And they laughed. And I walked up stage, half hour I was on stage. They cheered, it's cheering. The band was looking at me going, you were on there very long. And I was going, well, so I walked off stage, I'm like this, I'm going, wow. And I stood there. I was trying to calm down. I didn't know what happened. It's like going on a roller coaster ride. After you get off the ride, and I was trying to and all of a sudden this lady came to me, she said, hi, Mr. Burnstick. She said, what you did up there was amazing. I never laughed that hard in a long time. My people have suicide and addictions. We really need you to come to our community. Can you come to our community? And while we're talking, I looked, and there was 300 women lined up behind her. Chiefs, band counselors, health directors, elders, shakers, and movers of our people. The women. And these are the ones who asked me to come to their communities. These are the ones that said, please, come and help us. So when they said that, I went to my elders. I went to ceremony right away. And they said, 2 things don't do, Don. Don't do your shows where there's alcohol. I said, I won't. And in 27 years of comedy, I've never done a show in a bar. And they said, the other thing don't do is don't swear. And I said, why? Because comedy, sometimes you got to do that. They said, well, people aren't bringing you to their communities to swear at them, man. Just get up there and be funny. You're funny anyway. So they gave me their blessing. And 27 years later, I'm here, you guys. Hey, pretty good, eh? That's how it happened. Crazy. So yeah, and I talk about all these things, like kids, eh? I love kids. One thing about COVID, man, we got a big baby boom, eh? Lots of babies being born. Because you're going to isolate with a native guy? Oh, but anyway, yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. That's my nephew, you guys. Give him a hand. That's Dwight, my road manager. I'm like a band counselor. I only hire my family. But I was talking about kids. I think kids today are spoiled and lazy. Am I right, you guys? Am I right? Hey? A little bit, yeah. They talk back. They have these things, eh? These things. I've seen kids, 2-year-olds, can open up apps, watch videos, and play games. 2-year-olds. When I was 2, I was eating dirt. Walking around a pamper down to here. Actually, it was a towel, but I was down there. It was crazy, man. And kids talk back, eh? Talk back and all this kind of stuff, and disrespectful a little bit, and a little bit of attitude. I'll tell you why that is. I'm going to explain it all in one joke, okay? One joke. See, there's 2 little boys arguing, and they're from the band out here. And they're 7 years old, 7-year-old boys, grade 2. Little boys argue, eh? And the one boy does this. My dad can beat up your dad. And the other boy does, oh yeah, well your dad is my dad. It's funny guy, that's not funny at all, that's not. Yeah. But I want to just thank all the non-native people here in this beautiful town who wore orange today, you guys. Come on, let's acknowledge them. Thank you. And all the other ones who didn't, we have some work to do. But I got nothing against white people, eh? I think every family should have one. They're good to have in your family, because if you get lost, the police will actually come look for you. It's good to have one in your family, because if you need a room in Kamloops, you send them in, you'll get a room. Hey, I've been to Kamloops, come on, I know what that's like. But it's different. We make fun of white people, and stuff. There's some differences, eh? And they don't understand us. Clearly, they don't understand some things about us. And we don't understand them, eh? Like some of the things they don't understand about us, like how can we all fit in one car? That's something they'll never figure out. Another thing they can't figure out is how come the res gets so excited on the 20th of every month? They'll never figure that out, And the other thing is, like white people are different. Like, for example, white people, they raise their kids till they're 18, 19. And then they do this. They go, okay, get out. You're on your own. Good luck. Send me an email. And they won't see their kids for 15, 20 years, and they're fine with that. Bye-bye. And that's it. That's what they do. Us guys, Indigenous, we raise our kids, eh? Don't leave, my boy. Stay. Don't move out. Stay. I don't care if you're 35. Stay. You want to shack up, go to the basement, just stay. You want to have a kid, go ahead. I'll watch him anyway. Just stay. You want a house? I'll get council to build you one next door. Stay. That's why our homes, our kids are next door. We keep our families close. Am I right, you guys, eh? Keep them close. But it's funny how we do that, eh? The other thing, well, white people, they when they get paid, they go to a bank and they save their money, stocks, bonds, RSP, all that stuff, eh? Us guys, we get paid, it's gone. KFC, VLT, it's gone. Come back with some greasy fingers, hey. See, we don't get that. White people, you save your money and then you get so old, somebody else spends it. We don't get that. We spend ours, man. The weirdest thing that white people don't do, they do, that we don't understand is when they see the cops, they talk to them. I've seen it. You go to Tim Hortons in the morning? Oh, yeah. How come this is closed? I like that, Tim's. Vernon's changed, man. Like, I like White Spot, breakfast place, but it doesn't open till 11. What kind of breakfast place is that? but anyway, at Tim Hortons, you see the cops. Now, people react differently because white people walk in there, they're like this. They see all the police sitting there. Oh, hey, hi. Hi. Enjoy your donut. They tell the kids, yes, you can go. Yeah, go, go play with them, touch it. You can touch their gun. Yeah, go ahead, good. I'll buy their donuts. See, they're like that. Us guys, indigenous, we're in lineup. We step forward, Tim Hortons. We're with our cousin. Where else was that? With our one cousin, And they lost their glasses, so they're trying to read the board. I don't know what I'm gonna have. You look at them. You have what I buy you. You got no money anyway. Okay. Me double. And the one steps up like this, and with his really good indigenous hunting eyes, he's ready to take the order, and he sees the police. Doesn't move. But he warns his bro. And right there, he turns multicultural. Right there, he turns French. Right there, he turns into Jean Chrétien. He stands there. Cops are sitting over there. His cousin, where? Over there, don't look. Weirdest thing, I've seen white people do a lot of weird stuff. Weirdest thing is I've seen white people with a dog. And it freaked me out so much, I went and got one. Because us guys, we eat dogs for hunting, tracking, stuff like that, retrieving. They're work things. Dogs are pets, And now they're family members. I heard white people say, this is my baby. It's a dog. My baby. And they're really freaky about him. I've seen this. Last time I was in town, a couple of years ago, I was parked over here by the rich area. Where all the big houses there. I was parked, actually, I ran out of gas. But anyway, I was parked. And I'm sitting there, and I seen this white guy with his dog. He came out of the house, pulling that dog, and he had that dog on a string like this. And me, native, I grew up on the res, I'm going, holy, he's gonna go shoot that dog. But he hooked him up, and then he took him for a walk. And he's walking with the dog, and the dog is bossing him. The dog is just leading him around. Who is the boss here? And he's cheering him on. Oh, slow down. Oh, slow down. And all of a sudden, it got weird. He walked right in front of my car. And I'm like, I hope he doesn't see me. And it got weird. He turned, all of a sudden, he pulled out a brush. And he started brushing the dog's hair. I'm like, holy, the dog's got a brush. I got cousins that don't even brush their own hair. The dog's got a brush. And then he moved over here, and it got really freaky. I got freaked out. All of a sudden, the dog went like this, arched his back, tail came up, and then took a number 2 right there in front of my car. And I'm like, come on. And the white guy freaked out. The white guy starts cheering him on. He's cheering his dog on. Oh, good boy, oh, good boy. Oh, you poo-poo, oh, good boy. You could tell the dog was bothered, The dog's doing this, You mind? I'm trying to take crap here. Quit touching me. Now, when a dog is done, the dog does this. I am done. But the white man wasn't done. Oh, no. The white man did this. Oh, good boy. And he pushed this dog out of the way. And he pushed the dog out of the way, and he put him over here. And this is what freaked me out. He pulled a bag out of his pocket. And he went down, and he picked up that dog shit. Ah! And he put it like this. He tied it up, and he put it in his pocket. I'm sitting in the car going, I grabbed my sweetgrass, ho, 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 ho. I seen something deadly, boy. See, we don't get that. A dog poops, leave it. We don't pick it up. I'm not even gonna ask what you do with it. That's none of my business, okay? It's just different, man. So I don't get that. You know, and you guys don't get us. You know, you guys, and I understand it, eh? Like, you know, like you guys have this language and the alphabet and A, B, C and all that stuff. You know, we have our alphabet, eh? Native alphabet, oh yeah. A, B, C, U, I, C, R, C, M, P, V, L, T, B, I, N, G, O, K, F, C, no GST. Even the vowels, we have our own vowels, eh? Our vowels are E, I owe you, eh? If you're in West Bank, E, I owe you, eh? Why? Yeah, so anyway, I want to talk a little bit about that because we're doing reconciliation. And what is reconciliation? It's acknowledging something that's been done, harm that has been done to another person, people, or group. And what we're going to do, what the government is attempting to do, is to reconcile, eh? That's the plan. But to me, reconcile would have been seen everybody in orange, eh? Am I right, eh? That would have been a sign, eh? I was disappointed a little bit. I seen only a few orange out there in the world. But of course, you know, I had to see orange. I had to see my people. So what do? I go to Walmart. Right away, eh? Walmart. No, but so we got lots of work to do, you guys. And then my opening statement was it happened in our time. So this doesn't stop now, eh? We got to go out there and we got to continue, eh? Tell our stories. And I'm really, really proud of my family because my family's taken it upon themselves to do that, eh? You know, even before all this TRC and all this healing stuff started, my family started telling the truth of what happened, eh? Long ago, before any of this stuff happened. So, and so I had no choice. I had to come along, eh? Come along on this road. And then they told me that, because I had blacked that out when I was a child, eh? But they told me what happened. Now, okay. So I have stuff, continue, eh? It's like going and, you know, cleaning the house, you find stuff. Oh, hey, I haven't seen this in a long time. Hey, but under all that pain, and this is why we work so hard, you guys. Under all that pain, there's kindness, there's compassion, there's laughter. And we all know people who can't laugh, eh? You ever see those ones? They look like this, eh? And when they laugh, it's more like a grunt, eh? And laughter is so powerful. Laughter is good medicine. We all know that crying is healing, eh? And when you cry hard, they say, let it go, you guys, let it go. And we're like this, and we're shaking, our body's shaking, and pain's coming out, and we're yelling, ah! And after we cry, we go, oh my, oh, I needed that, huh? Okay, now let's switch that over. Let's go over here. Laugh. Laugh hard. Ah! Your tears, ah! And after you laugh really hard, you go, whew, I need that, eh? And that's how it happens. And we have such good laughter. I love our laughter. Native laughter is so gooder. I love laughter, you know, and I love when non-native people are so brave they come to my show. And I tell them in the name of reconciliation, you can laugh, eh? Because I love, sometimes when white people come to my show, they're a little bit uncomfortable, eh? Because they're not sure, eh? They go, it's okay to laugh, it's okay. And pretty soon they're laughing like natives, they, that's how we laugh. I love how we laugh. Native movement is this. The first thing happens, your head goes back. And if you got no neck, it's awesome, man. And I love the big ones. When I was big, I used to have no air, eh? You know? Just, and you bounce. And I love, you know, when I do that, whenever I did that bit, I always remember my brother, Chico. That's how he laughed. And we laughed so hard at that, eh? And I put him in my show because I honor my brother, eh? In that laughter. And I love that laugh. And some people, they have no teeth, eh? And some are shy. The real shy ones. I love the tongue laugh, eh? And even the shy tongue laugh, they bite, eh? I love that laugh. But the best laughter I've seen in all my years, my sisters. Oh, my indigenous sisters are so beautiful. You laugh so gooder. When Native women laugh, they do. I did 5 way Native women. I do 10 now, because I've been to Vernon. I've been around you Okanagan sisters. You laugh gooder, man. I've seen Pauline laugh a couple times, and it's beautiful. Because Native sisters laugh like this. First thing you do, you make the sound and your head goes back, just like the men, eh? You have that hair, eh? Sometimes you have the anti-bun. And then you have that one clap. The younger ones give 2 claps. Some hit their leg. And some are deadly, they hit people. The real deadly ones start punching. Well, you're crazy. That's what they grab each other, they start hitting each other. And then after the hard laugh, they always make these beautiful sounds. That's, you know, it's a good laugh. They do this, they go, oh, oh, ay. And then these, oh, my side, oh, yeah, I got a cramp, oh, yeah. Some will grab their face, oh, my cheeks. And the most beautiful thing, the glasses come off and they always wipe their eyes, eh? That is laughter. Am I right, you guys, eh? That is laughter. And you know, all people have their own, eh? I love the black comedians. I love the Asian, even East Indians. Sean Majubner, Russell Peters. You know, and you guys, you have us. We have about 50 active touring Native comedians doing their thing, you guys. Come on, eh? Yeah. One of the things we got to stop, though, is this jealousy stuff. Am I right, you guys? Hey, and not just comedy. It's everywhere. Lateral violence, jealousy stuff. And it's hard. Out of these 50 Native comedians, 3 of them like me and support me. The other ones, they don't like Don Bernstein. But that's part of this result of what happened to us, eh? The lateral violence, the addiction, the crime, the ministry, foster care, addictions, all those things. It's all a result of what happened to us. Now, we got to fix it. So that's what we're doing here, you guys. We're fixing it. Am I right, you guys? Hey, we are fixing it. I want to say this on behalf of my family who endured those places. My siblings, they endured them longer, eh? And all those horrific stories that we hear, that happened to them. And for whatever reason, it was my age, but God didn't subject me to that. There. He sent me back to day school. And then they all came and did that to me. But it is what it is. Now what are we going to do about it? We pray, we share, we talk about it, we cry, and we laugh. That's how we heal ourselves, you guys. And the only time we see those 4 things is at a funeral. The community comes out, they pray with the family, they share with the family, they cry with the family, and they laugh and tell funny stories with the family. My contention, my belief is we should not have to wait for somebody to die to do those 4 things. Am I right, you guys? We should do them all the time. Do them with your kids. Do them at home. Do them, like you walk into my house, first thing you see is smudge. Smudge up, well, hand sanitizer. That hand sanitizer, I'm crazy about that stuff, man. I tell you, my hands fell off the wagon. I put so much on. I'm serious. My hands got drunk. They started acting drunk. All of a sudden, I seen Frankie Marchand today, and all of a sudden my hands went like this. Hey, come on. No, I'm just teasing. It's Frankie's birthday. All of a sudden, my hands start doing this. What are you doing? Oh, hand sanitizer. My hands got a little frisky on myself there. You know? So I have to lay off a little bit. And then social distance, like a hockey stick, 2 meters, whatever. Social distance to me is, if I'm wearing a mask and you fart, I can smell you, you're too close, you know? Back up. Oh man, it's crazy, man. You wanna freak people out? Go into a public place and do this. Hey, do that. Watch it. It's crazy. So anyway, I got my shot, and it's weird because the second shot, I didn't get too many reactions. The only other weird reaction is I felt like a white guy for a couple days. I'm serious. It was weird being a white guy because all of a sudden I got a job, and I went to work on time. Because white people do that. Eh? White people always go to work on time. They even go early. White people. I'm gonna go to work, and they carry coffee and everything. It was weird being a white man in that dream because all of a sudden I had a hairy chest, hairy back, hairy legs, even had a hairy bum. Holy. The only place I had no hair was my head. But I'm going to go for my third shot. You know why I'm going for my third shot? Because I like strong antibodies. So I want to talk a little bit about that because I love Auntie Beatrice. I love all the stuff that she does. And everybody's talking about uncles and aunties now on social media, eh? Everybody sees that, eh? Uncles and aunties. So I'm kind of the uncle guy now, eh? And there's always these uncles, eh? These are the uncles that go to powwows, eh? And they're always there. They sit at the powwow. And if I had a ball cap, I'll show you it. And they always have this facial expression like this. That's the cool uncle, okay? And they have aunties, eh? That walk around. And before, the powwow wasn't just about dancing. It was a big social. All tribes come together. Marriages and stuff were arranged, right? So it was always that, eh? So now we have the aunties and uncles chasing each other around. And you got the uncles acting cool at the drum. And you got these aunties, eh? And you always tell the aunties, there's three types, by their buns. I'm talking their buns. These are the auntie buns right here. The first auntie bun are the serious ones, the ones that want to get married right now. They'll take a drummer home and shack up right now. They have the low auntie bun right here. These ones always dress traditional. They always got earrings. They wear a ribbon skirt to Walmart. They're ready to get married, and they're ready to settle down. And they're really calm, they're cool, they're collected. And they don't bother men at ceremony or at powwow, but they'll bug them on social media. Those are the ones really cool. The mid-auntie buns, these are the ones, eh? The mid-auntie ones right here. These are the ones that are a little bit more feisty, eh? These are the ones that walk around, they still wear tight jeans. These are the ones that still have that 90s tattoo back here. Everybody got that 90s tattoo, they still have it. These are the ones who have a social media with Tupac on their profile picture. They've been in the school of hard knocks. and they're friends with all their exes. That one. And then you have the high auntie buns. These are the dangerous ones. And I want to show you what these high auntie buns look like, okay? These are ones that walk around and they have total access to everybody at the powwow. Total access, the high auntie buns. So they're usually in charge of security. But these high auntie buns have their hair like this. And they have this huge bun on top of their head. I'm going to tell you what's in that bun. There's a satellite dish in there. And that satellite dish is looking like this, and it's looking for uncles sitting at the drum like this. And this auntie has total access to drummers. So she's in charge of security. She used to be a choir girl, sing behind the drummers. She used to be a Lulu, Lulu. Now her Lulu is like this, Lulu. And those ones, they just hunt, seek, and destroy uncles. Because it's about time, because uncles deserve it, Those are the three aunties, and I love those sisters, and I tease them all the time, because I have friends like this, eh? And whenever you see my show, I'm always talking about my friends, hey? And I put them in my show. My family are always in my show. I talk about, and of course, I talk about myself. If anybody got offended by anything I said or done up here, too bad. No, I'm just saying, but in the name of reconciliation, this is such an important day. We made history today, you guys. I want you to know that, and I know you realize that. But this is the first day for us as survivors, you guys. Survivors. We made it, you guys. Come on. We made it. Not just survived those places 60 years ago. We survived that weight. You know what I'm talking about, that weight, eh? All that crap. We're like this and we're packing around all those years, eh? I wish somebody would understand what happened to me there. And I wish I could meet somebody who went through the same thing. And we packed that stuff around like this. You don't need to pack it no more, you guys. We all went through that. We're all carrying it. And the last thing I want to tell you, my friends, I'm a part of this searching for the babies. I was there in Kamloops. And I want to share this with you in an honest way, in a good way. How much this means to me. Because I want to be more funnier, but this is really important. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission. They been bugging the church since this thing happened. And they wanted the names of those babies, of everybody who went. Even those of you who went, you're in that list. And the church released that book. And they made another book of the missing ones. And they made a first edition. And it's out now. And they're doing stories on the news about the missing names. You see it? And even on Sports Channel, they're talking about these missing names. But this book was given to the Truth and Reconciliation. And they made a bunch of first editions to go to museums, to go to archives, to go to leaders and certain people and stuff. Anyway, the commission gave me a book. And I have this book of these names. And it's a hard burden to carry. But I took it to ceremony. I did the protocol. I know what my responsibility is. You know? And I want to tell you that that's why I do this. I don't do it for fame. I don't do it for money. I do it to help people. And initially, my work was to help people who are struggling with addiction, help a man who's lonely, help a woman who's been abused, help somebody who's hurting over here. If they can come and laugh a little bit, then that's good. But my work has gotten deeper, eh? Now it's deep. How do I find humor in this darkness and this depth? But I want to keep going because I was told to, eh? And the last thing I want to tell you, in the smallest, tiniest of voices, we heard they found us. We're going home. Let's get them home, you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause. Mr. Don Burnstick. Don Burnstick, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Don. Fantastic work. Once again, the comedy styling is Mr. Don Burnstick. Very well done. Folks, we're almost at the end of our program tonight. That was fantastic. Just give him one more round of applause. Thank you again, Don. Thank you for mentioning my Uncle Chico. I miss him a lot. I really liked his laugh as well. Someone who I really, I think, tonight made me think about a lot of my family who we've lost over the years, and all the folks in our community who we've lost over the years and their experiences. So, just before we give thanks to our technical crew tonight, let's just take a moment just to pause and think about the folks who have left us over the years. And I think that phone's for me. Okay. Thank you. Your loved ones are thinking of you. So before we finish with a song, I just want to take a moment to thank our technical crew tonight. We have Nevada. She's our stage manager. Give her a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We have A.A. Ron on sound at the back. Keep it going for A.A. Ron. We have Riley doing lights tonight. We have Camilla doing the live stream. Hello, everyone on the live stream. We have Erin Kennedy, artistic director. She's here somewhere. Give her a round of applause. Woo! And I want to thank Danielle Saddleman for helping organize this event tonight. Thank you very much, Danielle. I appreciate it. Let's keep it going for all of our acts tonight. Again, we have the Birch Creek Drummers. We have Bill and where is he? Ryan over there. We also want to thank Corey Derrickson. We want to thank Madeline Terbasket, Tanya Jo Hall, and of course, again, Mr. Don Burnstick. My name is Joey Jack. And folks, so we're going to end the night tonight. We're going to welcome Mr. Joel Wood to come on up. He's going to perform. Singing is Healing is the name of his performance. So let's give him a huge round of applause as he makes his way up to the stage. Come on, June. Clap those hands. Come on now. You'll get home on time, I promise. You guys want to come on up? Come on up then.
Thank you. Tanse miguna kamusagana nitsigasun maskuchi segwa onichiskapun ikotinia. Hello, friends and relatives. My name's Joel Wood. My real name is Miguna Kamusagana, which translates to Eagle Feather Pickup Man. I'm from Musqueam and Saddle Lake Cree Nation, both in Treaty 6 territory. And I, first and foremost, I just want to acknowledge the people of the Okanagan. I want to thank you all for allowing me to be here and share a song. I wish you all safe travels home this evening. You know, I hope that your home fires are just as you left them. And this song that I'm going to perform, thank you for the introduction. Singing is Healing is it's an album of mine. I have an album out. I want to acknowledge the tech crew in the back there for playing my album throughout the evening. My album can be found on iTunes, Apple, Spotify, pretty much all music platforms, and it's titled Singing is Healing. But I think I'm going to change gears and sing a song that was composed by my brother Leroy Whitstone from the Northern Cree Drum Group. And this song is titled For All MMIW. We're going to utilize it this evening as a song to honor and remember all residential school survivors and those who didn't make it home. I want to acknowledge both my parents who are back home in Musqueam. Their names are Steve and Hilda Wood, and they're both residential school survivors. I want to, just say, you're all warriors, and thank you for allowing me to be here and share a song with you all. And I hope that, like I said, safe travels home this evening, and I hope that your home fires are just as you left them. Hi, hi.
Without missing you, yeah, yeah. Way, high, way, high, way, high, way, high, way, oh, hey, way, oh, way, hey, oh, way, yeah, oh, we. Way, high, thinking of you without missing you. Yeah, yeah. Way, 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 I, way, how, way, I, oh, way, I, oh, way, oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, hey, oh.
Hi, hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joel Wood, thank you again. Great job, Joel. All right, don't forget, folks, he's on Spotify, iTunes, Google Music, all the good stuff. Mr. Joel Wood. And also, merchandise will be for sale outside in the lobby. Folks, this show tonight took place on Okanagan territory, and you're the stars. Thank you all so much. My name is Joey Jack. You guys have a safe journey home tonight, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Lay me down in the shade.